So today what we are going to understand is repetitive manufacturing, or we also call it as REM process. Okay, Akshadip has also joined. Great, on time. Hey Akshadip, I was just about to start the class.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so we are talking about the repetitive manufacturing today. So yesterday I told you a little bit of REM. Today we will see all the process. So we have REM profile, repetitive manufacturing profile, which is a prerequisite. And then we have REM indicator that has to be in the MRP view screen, okay, as well as the production version. We should be having the production version is mandatory for REM, even if you work in ECC. Anyway, it is mandatory in S4 HANA. But if you're working in ECC, production version is mandatory master data. And then we should be having product cost collector. So these repetitive manufacturing does not have a production order. Okay, so the confirmations will happen on planned orders. We will see how. So there is in discrete manufacturing, what happens is your cost, whatever you are doing, it is settled to the finished product. Okay, here we don't have the production order, so it will be settled to the production cost collector, or we also call it as PCC. Okay, so I have already created some material for my previous batch. We will try to reuse them. Okay, we'll try a new master data by copying them. But let us go and see what is REM profile. So create REM profile, we have to go in OPP3 transaction or OSP2. So I'll go to OSP2. Okay, sorry. OSP2, I typed something else. OPS2. Array. OSP2. SP2. Okay, sorry, I was typing something wrong. All right, so we have this overall maintenance of repetitive manufacturing profile. So this profile has everything. So in discrete manufacturing, we have seen there are predefined movement types, right? 261 is for our components, 101 is for our GR from the production order or process order. If we reverse that, it becomes 262 and 102. Here we will see how it works. Okay, do we have same movement types or different? So I'll go to the movement types here in the third tab, but let me explain you what all we have here. Okay, so we used backflushing, right? So there is an indicator in the material master we use for backflushing. There is an indicator in the work center, and there is an indicator in routing, okay, that we can use for backflushing of the materials. Here we have the option in the REM profile. GI means goods issue backflush when you are doing GR posting. So they both will work together. Here we don't have production scheduling profile because we don't have production orders. In production scheduling profile, we have auto goods receipt, and then we have in the control key. Okay, but here we have dedicated option. All right, so we will be ticking that. That means goods issue and goods posting GR will be done at the same time. We have RP confirmation. What is RP confirmation? It is reporting point confirmation. Do you want it to be mandatory or optional? Okay, and we have Kanban. Kanban is a different process which we are not covering here. Okay, so Kanban is nothing but your bringing the components or the raw materials to the production storage location, right, with some dedicated settings. that is used in some of the business cases but not widely used. Okay, so what is reporting point confirmation is similar to our operations confirmation, right? So when we are doing operations confirmation as in 10, 20, 30, 40 like that, that is like a reporting point confirmation in REM profile. Okay, and automatic GR posting when we are doing last reporting point when backflushing. Okay, so that means when you are doing the last operation, you will be getting auto GR. Okay, and with auto GR you are getting GI. So these are dependent on each other, these options. Okay, and now we have error correction for backflushing. So we have seen Kogi in discrete manufacturing, even in process industries. If you have something which is components are backflushed, auto goods issue, and you don't have stock or some other reason, it could not be processed, then we have to go in Kogi and then we have to fix that error. Later also we can do. So here also we have this error correction for backflushing. Okay, so we have this create the cumulated post-processing records. That means if one material is repeating more than once in different plan orders, it will be cumulated, but you can also see the individual records. Okay, so with this you can see the individual records as well as cumulative records. Okay, if you don't click on this, that means you can only see the cumulative part. That means if that particular raw material, for example RM01, is used in 3 or 4 planned orders and they are all failing, then quantity 2 is one plan order, again quantity 3. So you will be seeing the sum of 2 plus 3, 5, but you will not see 2 plus 3. Okay, if you click on this individual also, then means you can also see 2, where is 2 and where is 3, from which plan order it is coming. Okay, execute correction in the dialog mode. So this is optional. That means if there is any error, system will automatically give you a pop-up that do you want to fix this error right now because there is some issue. Okay, so if that is optional, that will not come, but if you have made it mandatory, then that means it will still come, but you will be able to decline that. Okay, I will be doing it later. Okay, but if you put it as mandatory, that means you have to fix it, then only it will allow you for confirmation. Okay, and then we have costing, how the costing is connected, how the costing is posted to this all plan orders. So we have post activities. Okay, backflush using standard cost estimate, or we have product cost collector. So I mentioned earlier we are using product cost collector. Okay, so it will be captured here. And then we have this batch where use list and EWM, which is embedded, which we don't have right now, so we cannot use these options. Okay, so these are a couple of things which we have. So whenever you're creating, so remember these points, these are already there. This is all depending upon you what to check, what not to check. Okay, so this is created by me, REM1. I will be reusing this in my new production version. Okay, and then we have control data 2. So we have planned order reduction. So what we have seen in discrete industries and production orders, that when we create PIRs, right? So when we deliver the goods, the stock to the customers, then my PIRs are reduced. Even my production orders are reduced as I go and create my stock. So for example, PIR is 10 quantity, I ran MRP, I got my plan order converted to production order, I completed my production order, GR is done, my stock is there, right? So similarly here, we have reduced plan order assigned to the versions. Okay, so reduction period is 3 days. All right, so similar, that thing is working here. All right, if we go here and see time restriction on the number of plan orders to be reduced. Here you can enter the number of days the system is to take into the account when reducing the production quantities. The period of reduction is calculated by adding the number of days here to the backflushing date. The system reduces all plan orders and run scheduled quantities in the period of reduction. Okay. Similarly, so how the plan orders will be reduced if you complete the activity, right? Once you have produced from this plan order, it has to be reduced. Okay. Firming. So what is firming? So firming we have seen in the MRP P1, P2, P3 and P4. Okay. So what is firming exactly? So for example, I have one plan that I will be producing 100 quantities in 1 week. Okay. So I created my demand. All right. I created my PIRs. And now I ran MRP, my plan orders got created. Correct. For some reason, that demand from 100, it is changed to 150 now. Okay. But my business says even if I have done 150, my current plan should not be disturbed. How to achieve this? So we use firming. That means you firm that particular plan, that plan order for 100 quantity, it will not be deleted and recreated as 150. Rather, it will be 100 plus a 50 quantity will be created outside the planning time fence. If we are using this planning time fence and we have given some days in material master, that means after my number of days is completed, a new plan order for 50 quantity will be created outside that. Okay, so that logic again drives from my material master as well, but always firm is there option. Let me show you. So let me take a material here, RMFG, REMFG. So here if we use this P1, P2, P3 and P4, okay, so there is firming. All right. So usually in discrete manufacturing, we don't have firming until unless we are using this. But here we have that logic that always firm. But here, if we are using this, that means it will decide that new orders will be created after the planning time fence. PTF means planning time fence. New orders, no new orders will be created in PTF. New orders will be created after planning time fence. Okay, and no new orders. That means we have P1, P2, P3 and P4, and there are auto firming and manual firming. So when we are using manual firming, that logic will be taken into consideration. This logic always firm, but we are using auto, that means this logic will be taken. Okay, and with this, what do we need to define here? Number of days. So for example, we are giving number of days as 10. That means my planned orders are frozen for those particular 10 days. And after 10 days, it will create a new planned order. Okay. So for those 10 days, my plans will not be disturbed. Why we don't want to disturb now? Now the question comes. So now I have orders for 100 and my demand is for 150. Why my 100 orders cannot be deleted and I can create 150? So the answer is, if I have created 100 quantity, my plan orders are created for 100 quantity, there will be some dependent requirements, right? My components, what if I don't have my components? So for those components, my requirement will be already creating purchase requisitions for the vendors, right? So those vendors will be already in pipeline of sending me those materials. Now I suddenly change. Okay, my dependent requirements will again change. My vendors will be confused to send 100 or to send 150, right? To avoid this confusion in the system, we did not disturb the plan. Rather, we create one more plan order of 50 after planning time fence. Again, new purchase requisitions will go to the vendor. Vendor will supply. Okay, these are the few answers panel will expect during our interview if they ask you question about planning time fence, how it works, and why do we work, why do we use planning time fence. Okay. So creating plan orders when reversing. So we have seen that we have confirmed, we have confirmed some operations, and we had auto backflushing, okay, which is auto GI, auto GR. Now for some reason shop floor guys wants to reverse that. So what will happen? My 261 movement, which is for the components, will also get reversed. Okay. So now my GR is also reversed. That means the stock which I have created for the finished product, it got reversed. So ideally what happens when we have a production order, that means my production order says deliver 10 quantities. Now I reverse 10 quantities. That delivered 10 quantities will go, and I can do a reconfirmation with correct quantities. It can be 9 or it can be more than that. But in this case, when we don't have production orders, what will happen? Usually when you convert planned orders to production orders, planned orders are deleted from the system. But here we are confirming on the planned orders. So if I have to reverse, my plan order should be also reversed. Okay, but it will not be reversed with the same numbers. So for example, I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I confirmed some quantity. Now I also reversed some quantity. My plan order will not be recreated with 1, 2, 3, but it will be 1, 2, 4. It can be a different number. It will not be a same number in system, because that number range is already utilized. It cannot have the same number. Okay, that is one thing you should be aware of. We will see all those things. Okay, for the GR amount of the current day by the requirement asynchronous MRP run, so we are always using the GR amount. So whatever amount we have reversed, it should be plan orders will be created for those particular uh, amount or the quantity. Okay, so this is main points in control data 2. Now coming to the movement types. So 261 is same. Okay, we have 261 in discrete also, and we have 261 in repeated also, process industries, chemicals, pharmaceuticals. Okay, but goods receipt we have 101, 101 in process industries and discrete industries. But in the goods receipt of REM, we have 131, and it is derived from this table. Okay, we have not seen this kind of movement types from discrete industries or process industries. It is already defined in the system, and we cannot see it. It can be seen, but it can be seen by team. Even we can go and see, but it is like the PP team does not bother about movement types. But in REM, we have these movement types, which is coming from REM profile. Okay, so if there is a scrap 551 movement type by product, these are same. Okay, these even for discrete, these are same. And this is for make to order, and sorry, this is for make to stock, and this is for make to order. So in discrete, for make to order also we have same 101 movement types, right? Here we have different. Here we have GR if we are doing 571. If we are doing GR, that is delivery of sales order, that is 601. Okay, here we have different movement types. So this is important part. Even like all the part is important, because this is like a different process altogether. So we can find some connection between discrete and process industries in terms of order types, order type dependent parameters, scheduling. The concept wise it is same. The change is between the recipe routings, right? And then BOM is also same, production version is also same. Work center is little different. We say work center and we say resources. Here we have different. Okay, everything is mostly different. Let us see what is different again. So REM profile we discussed. Now we have to do the REM indicator while creating material master. We will do production version, And here we have material master as BOM is same, rate routing. There is one rate routing with a different transaction, CA21. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to use only rate routing. Normal routing can be also utilized here, but as per SAP standard, the rate routing has to be used for REM, but we can still use normal routings, which is from CA01. Okay, and we have different work centers. All right, the usage is different actually. Transaction is same, CR01, and then we will see all this information here. Again the same, demand, MRP, and then plan orders, and then MF41. Okay, so what we have seen for discrete, we are using CO11N. Okay, for confirmation. For process, we are using COR6N. Okay, and then here REM we are using MFBF. Okay, so these are the few differences. Okay, and this MF41 is for the reversal. Okay, I'll write for reversal. Reversal of confirmation. And so in discrete, we are using CO13. CO13 for process, COR6. Okay, sorry, CORS, not 6. CORS. Okay, and here MF41. Okay, let me just change it here to CORS. Okay, cancel, yes. So these are the differences, okay, between the transaction codes and the confirmation codes. So in daily life, we should be knowing these transactions by heart. Okay, you will be able to remember these once you start working. Okay, now let us okay, we are going to reuse our REM profile. So this I'm already using REM1. REM1. Okay, when you are doing practicing, you can create by copying it. Let us create some materials. Okay, and then once we have material, we'll jump to this BOM and rate routing and work centers. MM01. Let me come out of this. So we are creating REM dash engine. Okay, industry sector, mechanical, material type, finished good, and we are copying from REM FG. Okay, here we need basic data 1, MRP. We can sell this, so selling MRP 1, 2, 3, and 4. We don't want work scheduling view. We don't enter anything there. We don't want plan data also. Accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2. Okay. Organization levels. We have in 17(1)(a) for finished good. Okay, REM engine. So in basic data 1, we don't